All right. So, happy Monday, everyone. I am happy to just sort of be here. And I'm going to quickly talk about like this time that we're in. It started on, and I posted about this on Instagram and my yoga page and all of that, Facebook and Instagram. But we have entered, and it's a very short time period. It's December 12th. So it was a 12/12 portal. Um, it's an energy portal, December the 12th or 12/12. And it only lasts like between now and the winter solstice, which is on December 21st. So it's literally this Sunday. So we're just 3 days in, but you really need to think about what you want to. This is a 10-day sort of transformational period. And what you transform in your head and your ideas and your mind for these next 10 days is literally going to set up your year for 2026. So anything that you're holding on to, or any kind of like resentments or low energy or criticism or critique or judgments or yada, yada, yada. This is a time to really like bring that up to the surface and really start thinking about how do you want to move and be, because you can transform yourself from an energy standpoint just by starting to transform your thoughts during this 10-day period, December 12th through December 21st, which is the winter solstice. So you have all week to start really flushing out, like, what do you want to release from your life? Okay. And what do you want to allow or create? Okay. And so tonight in your introduction, as kind of as a start on that, and it may change throughout the week, you're going to introduce yourself and you're going to tell me one thing that you would like to sort of release. It could be a judgment, a criticism, a limiting belief. I don't know, 5 pounds of weight, whatever. Something that you feel is pressing right now and holding you back. Okay. In any category, maybe it's your health or finances or relationship. I don't care. We all have something. And then on the flip side of that, you're going to turn around and say, what will you allow? Okay. Because sometimes we're not even present to how we're blocking our like greatest life to coming to us, because sometimes our fears and limitations are the ones that are driving the boat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we're going to just say one thing we're releasing and one thing we're going to allow. And who would like to kick us off?
I'll go.
Okay, great.
Um, I am going to release, I am releasing self-doubt and fear-based thinking, and I'm going to allow innocent trust and playfulness.
I love that. That's
That is beautiful.
It really is so beautiful. I'm just like, oh
I
my
know, I
God,
second that.
that was amazing.
Yeah, was amazing. I want to release barriers that I have to getting enough exercise. Um, so I want to bring in more healing for all the nerve, plantar fasciitis, body pain and challenges that I'm having. So I'd like to release that into healing and welcome new healers into my
Yeah.
and also so I can be more active.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Good. And I am Cindy. And again, as Sean, you probably don't know this, but I just last weekend I was in Phoenix for a women's empowerment event, and it was really like one of the best gifts I could have given myself. And I also joined the 6-month sort of membership, mentorship, not membership. It is a membership and a mentorship starting in January with this woman to get into deeper dive of that. And I'm really, really excited about what's going to come, because this is the last little bit before the bird's going to fly the coop, quite literally, and start, doing these sort of transformational yoga retreats. And the big sort of bigger vision that I have for like 2026 and beyond. And so my release statement is releasing. I am releasing playing small in my own life, and dumbing down and playing small, and being afraid to sort of step into my own light and my own power. And I am going to allow myself to shine brightly. I am going to be the most authentic version of myself. And I am going to allow myself to be able to share my message with those that deeply resonate with the work that I'm getting ready to start doing. And I'm just very excited for that journey, because I can just feel it, like from an energy standpoint. I can feel that it's coming, and I can feel that I have been meant for more. And I have sort of been playing small or living small in kind of the shadows of my life, because I too have had some fear holding me back, and so I'm so there we go. Yeah. So okay. Awesome. Thank you. All right, let's get into child's pose. We're going to move our bodies, have a good flow tonight. Spread the fingers wide, land on the mat, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. And just coming into this place of gratitude and grounding, awareness, allowing and receiving, and then releasing and letting go. Okay. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more inhale, one more exhale. Good. And then gently push yourself back, downward facing dog. Press the palms and heels to the mat. Spread the fingers wide. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Walk to the top of the mat, hang in ragdoll. Grab both elbows, slight sway. Good. Shake out the head. Good. And then release the grip. Slowly unwind, uncurl, untuck. And then when you get to the top, bring the shoulders up by the ears. Tight, tight, tight. Down by the sides. Bring the hands to heart center. Close the eyes. Take one deep breath in. One deep breath out. Good. Inhale together for one collective Om. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. And then gently open the eyes. Happy Monday, everyone. Glad to have you, Sean. So happy that your ankle healed up again and you're ready to practice with us. Margaret, always great to see you online. So thank you for that. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Arms come out as you fold, halfway lift, fold, and then walk the legs out to downward facing dog. Roll into plank for 1 breath, and then push back into down dog. Walk it out. Okay, roll into plank. And then push back down dog. Walk it out. Couple more like this. So nice and easy on the warm up. Roll into plank. And then exhale, take it back. Walk it out. Good. Last one, plank and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last down dog, push it back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. And then warrior 1, right side. Right foot through. Left is on the angle. Shift the arms up. Take everything up. Palms face each other. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Good job, Sean. Margaret, this looks awesome. Inhale. Exhale. So you decide nose and mouth breathing or nose and nose breathing. Totally up to you. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more here. Inhale. And exhale, warrior 2. Look over the right middle finger. Activate the arms, the core, staying on the breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Reach forward. Look on the arms, staying on the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Extended side angle. Right hand, right knee. Left hand comes up on the angle. And then stay on the breath as you breathe. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Reach forward. Good, Margaret. Right palm faces the ceiling. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. One more inhale. And one more exhale. As you come out, frame the foot, and then you're going to take the right leg back into 3-legged dog. Bend the right knee, opening up that right hip. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and then bring the right leg through to crescent lunge. So you're going to be on the toes of the left foot. You're going to rise, arms go up, palms face each other. Deep breath in. Good, Sean. Looks really good. Deep breath out. In and out through the nose or nose and mouth, depending on what kind of practice you want this morning, this evening, not this morning. Yoga brain. Lift up, reach up, stretch up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. As you take the hands to center, you're going to twist to the right. You're still up on those back left toes, squeezing everything to the midline of the body. Twist and breathe, and twist some more. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. And then come out of the twist and you're going to get into lizard right side. So you can come down to the elbows. You can drop the left knee. You can stay up on the left toe if you actually want to. Okay. So if you want a deeper hip stretch, I'm going to show you what this would look like. You would stay on the back toe on the back left toes. You're going to be in an intense low lunge. And then from here, you could just bend the elbows or you could come down to the elbows but I want you to know I'm still on my back left toe. This slight shift in your body is going to create an intense opening sort of in this hip flexor, this right side, the thigh, the inner part of the thigh. Stay where you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then you're going to come back, take the right leg, step it back, downward dog. And walk out the dog, left and right. Again, we'll roll into plank. We're going to do the other side. Plank, and then push back, down dog. And then plank, and then down dog. Okay? Plank, dog. Last one, deep breath in, deep breath out. Warrior one, left side. Left foot through the hands, right knife edge of the right foot is into the mat. Okay? Deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay? Lift up to the ceiling as you lower the pelvic floor to the ground, and then breathe. Inhale, exhale. One more here. Good, Margaret. And then warrior two. Drop in, look over the left middle finger, reach the arms forward, staying on the breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Extended side angle. Left hand to the left knee, palm faces up. Right hand comes up and over on the angle. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Reach the pinky side forward. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. And then come out, take the hands, frame the foot, and then take the left foot back into the air, three-legged dog. So you're up on those right toes, maybe twirl the ankle around, maybe bend the left knee, opening that left hip, and then stay and breathe in an upside down format. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Last one, inhale. Last one, exhale. And then bring that left foot through to crescent lunge. So you're going to be on the toes of the right foot as you rise. Nice and easy. Palms face each other. Good, Margaret. Yep, Sean, you got it. Lift up, reach up again. So you're lifting to the ceiling. You're lowering that space, the pelvic floor, by bending in the front knee a little bit more to the ground. So there's a lot going on if you listen to the cues. One more. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and then bring the hands to center as you twist to the left. So you're still up on those back right toes. Yep, that looks good, Margaret. Really good. Twist and breathe. Twist and breathe, and then twist some more. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. One more. And then as you come out of the twist, you're going to go down. You're going to stay. Again, you can drop to the right knee if you need the added support. If you want to try this intense stretch, you'd stay on the right toes, and then you would literally drop. You can be here, just on your palms, and then you would lean in and open up the left knee, or you could go down to your elbows, still with you being on the back right toes, and you would be in an intense hip opener. Okay, stay wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then press into the mat as you take the left leg back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then walk to the top of the mat, hang in ragdoll. Grab both elbows, slight sway from left to right. Nice and easy. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. And then release the grip as you slowly unwind and curl. Good. And then come up, grab some water. I'm pet sitting for my friend Astrid so she could go to the Netherlands. And so I've got 2 cats in the house and a miniature chihuahua. And then next week, Burrito is also going to be here. So I'm going to have 2 cats and 2 dogs in the house. It's going to be like a little animal farm. It's going to be great. All right. So middle of the mat, let's go into our balance series. Eagle, right side, right under, and then right leg up and around. You're going to wrap the arms, wrap the legs, hug everything into the midline of the body. Good, Sean. Okay. Clamp the left toes, straighten the spine. You're just twisting from the lower half and then the top half. And you can grab also the shoulders. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good job, everyone. One more. Good. And then unwind. Eagle left side. So left under and then left leg up and around. Again, bring the knees and elbows into alignment. Wrap the arms, wrap the deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Stay here. Again, spine is straight. Good, Margaret. Stay with it. It's okay. Got one more full round of breath. And then unwind. Arms go up. Inhale, exhale down. Good. And then standing knee raise, right side. Right. Standing knee. Right hand, right knee. Okay. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Okay. And then airplane. Arms go back. Right leg goes back. Tip the body in half. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. And exhale. Good. And then come out. Good. Shake it out. Standing knee raise, left side. So clamp the right toes into the mat. Left hand to the left knee. Belly is in. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Stay here. Good job, everyone. Lock out the leg. Belly's pulled to the spine. Good. And then take it back, airplane. Left leg goes back. Palms face the floor. Okay. Again, lock out the arms and the legs. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Couple more. Good, Sean. Good focus. Margaret, you got it. Great job, you all. One more. Inhale and exhale as you come out. Whoo, shake it out. Good. Tree, right side. Okay, so bring the right foot to the inside of the left calf, or the inner part of the thigh. Ground down, lift up, reach up, however you want to express. So you can bring the palms together, elbows come out, but wherever you are, you're squeezing the shoulder blades, opening up, okay? And then take the arms. So even with the arms out, you're squeezing, actively squeezing the shoulder blades. Palms are out, lift up, reach up, stretch up. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Inhale, exhale. One more. Good focus, everyone. Good. And then lower. And then shake it out. Tree left side. Left foot to the inside of the right calf. Inner part of the right thigh. Again, ground down. Bring the hands to center. And then lift up, ground up, reach up. Palms can be out. Squeeze the heart, the shoulder blades. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then staying on the breath. Couple more. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. And then bring the hands to center and lower the leg. Good. Shake it out. Good. Top of the mat, extended mountain. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Arms come out. Halfway. Fold. And then walk the legs out to plank and hold. Stay on the breath for 5, 4, 3, you're still in plank. 2, 1, push back, down dog. Warrior 1, right side, rise. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. Warrior 2, drop in. Last one. Reverse the warrior. Triangle right side. Okay. Windmill the arms, right hand to the floor of the block, left hand up. Arms and legs are straight. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last one. And then take the twist, left hand down, right hand up. Twist and breathe. One more. Good. And then come out. And then step the back foot into pyramid, right side. Interlace the hands or reverse namaste, and then bow to that right knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then ground down as you rise, nice and easy. And then release, step the left leg, release the arm, shake it out. Other side, extended mountain. Exhale, fold. Halfway. Fold. Walk the legs back out to plank and hold. Stay on the breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push down. Downward dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Warrior 1, left side. Rise. Palms face each other again. Land in. Get there as fast as you can. And then just breathe. In and out through the nose or nose and mouth breathing. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Warrior 2. Reverse, left hand up, right hand down the back leg. Triangle, left side. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Left hand to the floor of the block. Right hand up. Twist. Twist some more. And then breathe that out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then release. Step the right foot in. Bow to the front knee. Interlace the hands in the back. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And then ground down as you rise, nice and easy. Good job, everyone. Good. And then step the back foot, check it out. Grab a quick sip of water if you like. Okay, extended mountain. Exhale, fold. Halfway. Fold. And then walk the legs out. Drop to the knees. Take extended child. Rise to the knees for camel. Hands to the back pockets. You're going to open directly up. Reach back, stretch back, open up. Good. And then arms go up over the head as you fall into extended child. Okay. Reach forward. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. What do you really want, again, from your energy field? What do you want to release? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And then again, last one, rise to the knees for an intense camel. So hands to the back, open up. Okay, really push those hips open. Take the head back, lean back, deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Good. And then slowly come out as you're going to sit down on your heels, hands to the knees. Spine is straight. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. And then you're going to find your way to a cross-legged pose. We're going to do some Sufi grinds. We haven't done those in a while. So just as a reminder, hands are on the knees. You're going to lean forward, and then you'll go to the right, the back, and the left. You can close your eyes, but you're really moving from the waist, okay? So it's kind of like a snake or a butter churn, and close the eyes. So you're not dipping the head forward. You're just kind of like lead with the heart and the chest. To the right, the breath is in and out through the nose. When you get to 6 o'clock, you start your exhale. So think of the breath as massaging your organs. Inhale and exhale. Couple more. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. And then again, hands on the knees. Just stay on the breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last one, inhale. Last one, exhale. And then reverse. So you'll bow forward. You'll go to the left, back, and right. In and out through the nose. You'll start the exhale at 6 o'clock through the nose. Okay. Again, just like you're moving in a butter churn, you're slowly moving the breath and the waistline only. Okay. This is a very detoxifying move for the liver, adrenals, hormonal balancing. Couple more breaths this direction. Good. Last one. And then back to center, hands on the knees. Spine is straight. Just look through the third eye. What will you receive for yourself? I will allow blank. I will allow goodness to come to me. I will allow abundance, spirituality, health, peace of mind. What will you allow? Peaceful profits, peaceful relationships. Okay? How do you talk to yourself? What will you allow? And what are you really, if you were to be honest, what are you really ready to release? Negativity, toxicity, criticalness, judgment, self-loathing, lack of self-care or putting yourself first. Release codependent behavior, taking care of others before yourself. Just pick one thing right now in this moment that you're ready to release. And then one thing that you want to allow. They can work in tandem or in opposites. Good. And then right hand to the left knee. Left hand comes behind you, gentle twist. Spine is straight, and then you just twist from the waist. You can keep the eyes closed and look over that left shoulder. Hold and twist for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. And then left hand to the right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Again, keep the eyes closed. Straighten the spine as you twist over. And look through the third eye as you twist and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then slowly unwind. Seated leg extension. Right leg is out, left is in. Grab the big toes as you pull, pull. Ground in, pull the big toes, lean over, stay on the breath, and breathe. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more inhale, one more exhale. Okay, and then release. Left is out, right is in. Okay. Again, ground down, grab the big toes and pull. Good job, everyone. Good, and then release. Seated forward fold, grab the big toes, ground both heels into the mat, and then it's like a string on the heart. So it's like someone's pulling you this way. So you're leaning this way as opposed to head to knee. Okay, again, pull, pull, pull some more. And then release. Maybe twirl the ankles around a little bit. Good. And then take the legs down, arms down, grab the right knee with you as you go down onto the mat. Hug in, hold and breathe. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Take the right leg up in the air, point and flex the toe. Bend the right knee and then guide it over to the left side. Supine twist. T-top the right arm. Good, and then release. And then bring the left knee, arms in, hold in. Take the left leg up in the air. Point and flex the toe. Supine twist, guide it over. And then T-top that left arm. Okay, then release. Take one last Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then if you need to curl up into a tight ball or take any other stretch, whether it's for your hips, your low back, or anything else, before you get into Shavasana, do that and then get yourself into Shavasana. Feet flop open, palms face the ceiling, eyes are closed. All right, stay in Shavasana. I'm going to read from, again, The Way of the Dragonfly. 101 maximums for leading a high vibrational and conscious life. No one is you. And that is your power. Dave Grohl. Maximum number 75. Embrace your uniqueness. Let go of comparison and embrace your uniqueness, Dragonfly. Comparing yourself to others is a futile pursuit that breeds anxiety and diminishes your sense of self-worth. Outer appearances and societal measures cannot capture the inner journey of a soul. Your path is uniquely your own, unfolding at its own pace, like two hands with distinct yet equally beautiful lines. You were born with a singular essence, a blend of gifts, dreams, and quirks that make your spirit uniquely vibrant. Honor this by fully embracing who you are. Resist the urge to conform or dim your light. A rose pretending to be a lily loses its essence and diminishes its beauty. Time spent comparing is time stolen from cultivating your own garden. Nurture your gifts, refine your talents, and focus on the life you are here to create. External validation may be fleeting, but true worth comes from within. Measure yourself only against the standards of your soul, and you will always find that you are enough. Move forward boldly, dragonfly, sharing your gifts with the world in love and authenticity. You are uniquely irreplaceable. And then as you go through this week, some things to think about maybe for yourself or your journal entry. Have you ever found yourself comparing yourself to someone else's journey? How did this affect your sense of self-worth or peace? Write about how embracing your uniqueness and focusing on your own growth can shift your perspective. What steps can you take to celebrate your gifts and live authentically free from comparison? Start to bring in some slow movement, wiggling the fingers and the toes, and just when you feel ready, gently find your way to the top of the mat. Bring the hands to heart center. For one more moment of what will you release and what will you allow? And maybe it's something different from when you started from class. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Inhale together for one collective Om. Hands to third eye, top of the forehead, bow. Thank you all for your beautiful practice tonight, Sean, Margaret, and myself. It was an honor to practice with you. Together we all say Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah, that was really great.